Arsenal Fan TV bully. Well, it was typical Stoke today, weren't it? Typical, really hard to break them down.
Stoke are always the same, very physical, and they'll always be hard to break down. Tony Pulis gets his teams playing defensively really well.
Were they over physical today?
I thought so, yes, especially Shawcross. But again, we get referees that seem to learn how to do their refereeing off the back of a cornflakes packet. Now, most of these referees, I'd like to know how many have actually played football, or whether they was a sad, lonely kid that was left to last in the playground, and everybody was arguing over, like, you have him, no, you have him, no, you have him, like, because that was diabolical there today. He could have had players with some serious injuries the way he let it go. He seemed to lose control, and after time he weren't even watching the play properly. I see him running back after one tackle, and he was actually chatting to a player rather than watching the game going on.
Now, new signing in today, and a tough game for him to come in for, but he seemed to do all right. Nacho.
Yeah, Nacho did really well. I've not seen much of him play beforehand, but I've heard reports that he's quite good. And let's be honest, he was a bit faster than Santos.
Looked strong as well. He looked like a defender, didn't he? As well as coming forward, but he seemed to enjoy the defensive side of the game. Yeah,
definitely. And for quite a short player, because he didn't seem that tall from where I was sitting, he's quite good in the air as well. And he was linking up with Podolski quite well on the wing in the second half.
Any players you pick out from Arsenal today for any special mentions who played well?
I thought Jack played well as always. Podolski, when he came on, was good. Santi seemed to liven it up a little bit more. Diaby weren't having too bad a game when he came on. Theo again started getting a bit more life and troubling them, and they took him out a couple of times, and then the referee just waved play on, and it's...
Yeah, I mean, I kind of got that as well. I mean, I know some of these referees sometimes they want it to be the English game, they want it to be a bit physical, but I just thought that he was just going over the top, just allowing them to get... I mean, if you allow guys just keep fouling, that's all they're going to do all game, aren't they?
Well, yeah, definitely. And I'm sit 3 rows from the front, and the crack when Shawcross put that tackle in, I could hear that from where I was, and it was a nasty crack. So we're lucky that there wasn't some serious damage done there. But Jack, he picks himself up again as if nobody's touched him. He's a gooner, like he's made of strong stuff.
Now, Chelsea today, they lost. Everton drew. We don't know what Tottenham are going to do tomorrow, but it's a very good 3 points for Arsenal. Can start moving us back up that table.
Yeah, definitely. All the results seem to have gone for us today. Let's hopefully the results will go for us tomorrow as well. I'm not sure whether we'd like to have... Well, West Brom lost the other day, so if West Brom win, that might be good. It might be better if we just get a draw out of them two. And Tottenham haven't looked too solid of late either. So, yeah, hopefully we can close the gap and not have to rely on everybody doing us a favour in the future weeks.
And Podolski today, I mean, I was going to say, he's come on, he's scored. All right, it's a deflected goal, but he's starting to prove to be a very important player for Arsenal. Yeah,
definitely. Him, Giroud and Santi. Everybody was saying, oh, Giroud can't score goals at the beginning of the season. But as I've said before, Bergkamp took time to settle in. Henry took time to settle in. And now he's settled in and got to know the players and been playing with them long enough now. They're starting to get together really well.
I know Sunderland next week. Would you stick with the same sort of team against Sunderland?
Yeah, I'd stick with the same team. There's no point changing it around after the result there today, and we look quite solid against a physical team.
Clean sheet.
And a clean sheet, yeah, definitely.
You ain't said that a lot recently.
No, and I don't think Chesney really had a great deal to do, apart from pick the ball up from behind the goal and put it down for a goal kick.
Well, I'm glad that we've been able to talk on a positive note, and obviously next week we make the long trip up to Sunderland, and well, Positive, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. A very early start next week. even for me up in Milton Keynes, it's still an early start. I'd be sleeping on the way up there, I think, for a little while.
I heard your coach is leaving at 6 o'clock. I heard one of the guys say.
Yeah, he's leaving the supporters club at 6:30.
6 in the morning.
Yeah, so that'll be up to me at Milton Keynes about 7:30, 7:45. I don't normally see that. Best part of the week.
So some of the people watching the show, they don't know the life of a true fan, and when you've got to do those sort of distances. So you'll be leaving out at 6 in the morning. What sort of time would you get back from a game like Sunderland?
Probably around about midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. By the time I actually get dropped off and drive back home, and then I won't be able to sleep for 2 or 3 hours. Well, not that I sleep that well anyway, but for a good few hours won't be able to sleep because of the day, and I'll be watching the games back afterwards to analyse and see if I've missed anything while watching the game live. Sometimes you always think that maybe you have done and you've been a bit harsh on the referee, but so far this season I've not been too hard on the ref.
Well, I'm going to let you go off, grab yourself a pint, get a rest, but onwards and upwards, isn't it?
Oh, definitely, onwards and upwards, and we can do it, and we show today that we can be strong and physical as well, and keep a clean sheet.
The Arsenal Fan TV shop is now open. Get your official AFTV merchandise now, including the limited edition In Bully We Trust t-shirt, as well as the Arsenal Fan TV shirts and hoodies.